This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
So I have created one association in which just I just mentioned the name of the association and the destination object and valid when. That's all, and the association was working fine. So I did not have to add those uh, like date as in 1/1/1900 some reference date for to
You
make
don't
the
have to.
association. So it was working without that also. So I was wondering, like, can it be done like that also, or
No, you are confusing others also, Priya. Why don't you understand?
okay.
Where are we giving these dates? Are we giving these dates in the association? Have you seen giving the dates in the
When we
association?
go to the detail the source field,
Yeah. Let me go to division.
okay,
So this is your association, right?
okay,
Okay.
yeah,
So this is the standard association which is maintained by SuccessFactors.
okay,
Even if you don't assign this 1900 also, it works. Now, when you add any new association, you just have to give the association name, multiplicity, destination object, and then type. You give only these things, your association
okay,
works. So
okay,
don't go to the dates.
okay, Vinu.
Now, what's wrong with the date? You tell me.
No, that is what I was saying. I just added the name of the association,
Hmm,
multiplicity, and destination object, and valid one,
hmm,
and it was
hmm.
working. So I
Yeah,
was
it
wondering
works.
why in some places it is like the date is there and under the detail section, and why mine was working without anything, adding any
Right.
details to the detail section.
Having the date as 1900, which is the default date, or even if you don't give any date, that is also same. It's a default date,
Okay.
1900.
But you also said that that was a standard association. So if we
That's
are
yeah.
making a
This is a standard association which comes with the date inside the details. So
so
we have
when if
not
I'm
maintained. Now, if I have to create a new association, I can go add an association here and straight away use it without having the date as well.
okay. So if I have two objects and the effective date is different.
Hmm.
So in that case also this
What is
only
what is the object that you have created?
sorry.
What was the object that you have? What was the object that you have associated?
Uh, that I just forgot actually, but I created one association myself today.
Which object was it?
I created association for legal entity with some other object.
Oh,
But that I created in the child object. Sorry, not the child object, the lower object, not in legal entity.
where did you maintain? Which object you have
Mm,
maintained the association with?
yeah, that is. I don't remember right now. Just
When
I'll
you're
just
doing
check.
something, you should know why you're doing. What is that used for?
Venu, what I did was like the effective date for both the object was same, but this is my question. Like in case if they are two starting at two different dates, in that case it would work right in this way only, right?
Let me change. Hmm. What was your question? Sorry. And I want to show you the difference. If you can let me know the object, I'll tell you how does it work.
Okay. I don't remember because there are so many objects I have created today's. I mean, data I put in, so I don't remember. I can check it and let you know tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Any other doubts? Others?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sir,
Yeah.
Muzammil here.
Hmm.
Sir, I have one question. In the last meeting,
Hmm.
one one something country question was there with Vikram when he has displayed the screen, correct? While
Hmm.
creating a legal entity. So
Hmm.
same is not coming on my user ID and password
Yeah,
in
you can
login.
check. Yeah, you can check with Satish. I don't have
Satish.
the credentials of that company. You can speak to Satish on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, Venu.
Okay. So where are we? What were we doing? What was the object that we are creating?
Pay component. Pay component
Pay
groups.
component.
We finish the pay component pay.
Pay component and pay component group. We have done with the pay component and pay component group. A simple example that I want to show you, since the release is on like Saturday night, so some of the systems got updated. Now, if you see here, the one what I am using here, if I go to show version information, it shows B2205. Okay. And the other system that I have logged in here, if I go, this one is also 2205 only. Let me check. It's also 2205. Thought I know I'll show you some of the new release features which have come in. Actually, that's related to one of it is related to the MDF and the foundation objects. Now, you can see all of these objects, company, division, department also in this list. In the 2211 release, they have moved out all of those MDF objects from manage organization pay. Now we don't see them anymore. Okay, maybe once it is updated, all the instance that I have, so they are in 2205 only. I'll show you once it gets updated. Okay, 2211, maybe some demo instance where it is updated to 2011. The client system we can see those details, because client we have both preview and production systems. In sales demo it is only one instance. So for all of these instances what I have, they are in 2205 only. Now these are removed. Now we don't see these objects in 2211. So if it is updated to 2211, you will not see all of these objects. This will be moved to manage data only. Okay. Now we have seen pay component group. Okay. Frequency also we have discussed. We'll be discussing about dynamic role and workflows at the later point of time. After we hire some employees, we'll go and see how to create dynamic roles, how to create workflows. That we'll see at the after hiring some employees. Okay, and then we need event reason. Okay, event reason is again important for every implementation that we do. So we have a concept of event and event reason. Okay, events are all those transactions which we apply on employees. Like it could be hire, could be rehire, termination, transfer, promotion, probation, global assignment, paid leave, unpaid leave. So all of these are the events, and we have system has SF has given us a standard events, around 20 plus standard events which are available in the system under pick list center. So what you can do with the pick list, what you can do with the event is you can rename the events if you don't want to use it as the same. Like hire, I don't want to use it as hire. I want to look at or rename that event to something else. You can go and rename it. You cannot create any new events. Pick lists, generally you can create your pick list values. Any other pick list you can go create the values, but for the events you cannot create new events. Okay, and for every event you should have a minimum of one event reason, because event and event reason, both of these are mandatory in job information. Generally we use this events and event reason in job information and comp information. In both of these portlets we'll be using events and event reason. Every time you make some change to the employee, you need to tell the system. Either you tell the system or system gives you automatic event and event reason. Depending on the field that you change, you go change a department. What is that event? That's a transfer. You change a pay grade of the employee. That's a promotion or demotion. Okay, so depending on the field that you're changing, so system triggers the event and the event reason if you have created the event reason derivation, either business rule or earlier it was the XML. Now we don't have XML, so we have only business rule. So if you have created a business rule with the event reason derivation, so system triggers that. Otherwise, system will find whatever event reason that it fits in, so it generates that event. So for every event, you need to create at least of one event reason. Even for hiring or termination, you have to have one event reason, because event reason is a mandatory field. So you will go create event reasons. Like for hiring, you can say internal hire, or you can say regular hire, contractor hire, or intern hire. So you can have different hire event reasons. Similarly, for transfer, you can have event reasons like department transfer, location transfer, division transfer, company transfer, country transfer, cost center transfer, business unit transfer, manager transfer. So you can have these many event reasons for transfer. And for promotion, you can have promotion with grade change, promotion with salary change, promotion with no salary increase, promotion with both salary and the grade change. So you can have different event reasons for promotion. Similarly, for termination, you can have voluntary termination, involuntary terminations, or betterment, or it can be anything better for higher studies. Okay, so you can have any of these event reasons created. For each event, you should have at least minimum of one event reason. So you need to find out what all event reasons that your customer want to have in the system. Okay, so I'll go create the event reasons here. 01/01/2022. First event reason, I'll say Wipro. I'll have it as hire event. Status is active. Now these are the events what we have in system. Under event, you'll find all of these events. Furlough, hire, job change, job reclassification, position change, probation, and so on. So for hiring, it comes under hire. What would be the employee status? So again, employee status, we have some values like active, discarded, furlough, paid leave, reported no-show, retired, suspended, terminated, and unpaid leave. So you need to choose these employee statuses. One of the employee status for each of the event reason. So for hiring, transfers, promotions, the employee status would be active. Only when you terminate, it would go to terminated, or when you suspend, it would be in suspend, or when the employee goes unpaid or unpaid leave, it could be either paid or unpaid leave. For hire, it is active. Follow-up activity in position, we use these only for transfers or promotion where you change the position or you change the data on the position. So depending on the action that you want to do, you can choose either position reclassification or position transfer. Payroll event is used for Employee Central payroll, so we don't use this field, you can leave it blank. Display in internal job history portlet. On the employee profile, we have a field called internal job history, where if you want to track other than the employee's regular experience, if you want to track how many years the employee is with, when was the employee transferred, when was the employee promoted, if you want to show this in the internal job history portlet, you can say yes. Otherwise, you can say no. Save. Have created one for hire. I'll go create some more for transfer, promotion, and termination, at least for 3 or 4 event reasons. Any doubts here? This is transfer. Employee status, active. I want to show this. Say yes. And create one for transfer. One for promotion and one for termination. Rest of the event reasons, I'll use the standard ones or which are available in the system. There are no, actually in real time, there will not be any event reasons. There will not be any standard event reasons. You have to create the event reasons. You will have events in the system, but not event reasons. I think I need to change the label. We have Wipro. Now some changes like data changes or position changes or where there is no impact in the employment, so you don't have to display them in the internal job history portlet. So for them you can say no. The next event reason is to termination. Save. I'm sorry, I need to maintain the employment status here. Employee status will be terminated. Now with this, we have finished all the foundation objects that we need for employee hiring. So we are left with two objects, two MDF objects, which we have not created when we have created company business unit division and department, because they are associated with pay grade and other objects that we have created under manage organization pay. So now we'll go and add them as well. So there is a spelling mistake here, so I'll just go correct it. Okay, so with this we have created all the foundation objects that are needed, except for dynamic role and workflow, which will be coming back after some time. Okay, next is your manage data. Two objects which we have to create is the job code and the position. Now job code is similar to your pay grade. Pay grade is used in pay structure and job code is used in job structure. Give me 1 minute, somebody has knocked the door. I'm back, I'm sorry. Okay, so manage data. The one what we have to create now is the job code, or this is also called job classification. The standard name is job classification, and if you want to change it to job code, you can rename it. Okay, and here it says job code auto generated, so it says as automatic. Okay, let's see what is that. Let me change the date. Yeah, job code is similar to your pay grade, but depending on the jobs that we have in the organization, you will be defining the job codes. Okay, and pay grade is associated with the job. So every job that you create, you need to add the pay grade as well. Now, sometimes it may happen that multiple job codes may contain the same pay grade. That means all of those employees will be paid in the same way or with the same ranges. Like example can be in functional departments like HR, finance, or sales, you can have executives, or you can say associates. Okay, whereas associates in your generally in the production departments. Okay, or engineers in the engineering department. So if they are at the same level, now we may call HR person as somebody who is working in the HR department as HR executive, which is at the same level or at the similar level of engineer or assistant engineer. So we can create a job code called engineer, job code called executive, and both of them will have the same pay grade called associate. So we can have that. So multiple job codes can have one pay grade. Okay, so let me go create one what we have created there. Wipro CEO. Workers comp code is not required. This is for US. Parent job classification. If this job code is reporting to some other job code, you can have the parent job classification. Job level also you can choose. You have the standard values available like director and all. You have this default available in the system. You can choose one of it. Standard weekly hours we have maintained at company. Second is at location. Third is at job code. So if you have different working hours at the job code level, like company level, employees work for 40 hours. CEO also belongs to company, but CEO works only for, let's say, 20 hours. So you can define the standard weekly hours here as 20. So that even if the CEO is also in the same location and the same company, if you want him or her to work only for 20 hours, you can maintain the standard weekly hours differently here. Is it a regular one or a temporary one? Regular. Employee class is nothing but the type of the employment, whether it is a contractor or consultant or a temporary or no, you can choose anything, or you can also have, instead of choosing anything else, just say active. Is full-time employee? If I say yes, CEO is a full-time. If I say no, is a part-time employee. Supervisor level, similar. Next level to your parent job classification, you can also choose the supervisor level. Then pay grade
Venu,
with
we lost your connection. So can you please repeat again?
go ahead. Right. Where did you lost?
Okay, yeah, from the job level.
Where did you lost? Which field?
Job
Which
level,
field were you
job.
discussing? Job
Yeah,
level.
job
Okay.
level. Yes.
From the job level, we have some standard levels available: chairman, CEO, or director, or president, or manager, and so on. So you can choose whichever suits the job code that you are creating. Okay. Supervisor level is similar to your parent job classification. Okay. The next level, actually, the next level of the job code that you are going to create. Pay grade, we have created our pay grade. So, and pay grade is associated with job code. So go choose your pay grade. P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. So job function is used in recruiting. Now all of these fields, RM, wherever you see this RM, these are all related to recruiting. So you can leave them as it is. Okay. Country specific job classifications. Now for US, if you have a different job code, generally US, the jobs are different, where you have the FLSA status exempt or non-exempt, or EO job category, fields like EO job category or no FLSA status. These are maintained at the job code level. So in that case, you need to add the country. So there are country specific job classifications as well, some for some of the countries. So you can choose if you are implementing for that company. Otherwise, you can say save. Okay. Now the job code is created. This is the code that got automated. Now let's go create one more job classification. Give me a second.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. Today is Halloween, so people, kids keep knocking the door and nobody's at home. 2022. So we have Wipro president. Yeah, anybody has got doubts? So we have created our Wipro CEO job code. So I'm adding that as a parent job classification for this. And if, let me see if there are any executive vice president, this is fine. Regular temporary is regular. Employee class or employee type, this is active. Full-time employee, yes. And pay grade is required. So let me add P4. Wipro Vice President. And say save. These are not required. These are only for the recruiting. Rest of the fields. Job classification. Let me create 2 more. Any doubts here? Yes, no?
No, Venu.
No.
Job level, I'll say manager, regular, temporary, regular. Employee class or employee type is active, is full-time employee, yes. Pay grade is P3. Job function is not required. Job supervisor level is also not required. And 2 more, we are done with the job codes. Job code and the position, both of them are important. So we have other objects like pay scale type, pay scale level, pay scale pay group, and so on, which are not mandatory at the employee level. I'll tell you about those objects when we hire employees. If required, we can also maintain them. Wipro non-managers, I'll say. Parent job classification is Wipro manager. Job level, I'll say individual IC is individual contributor, non-manager. Regular, employee class, active, full-time, yes, P2. And the last one, which is trainee or intern, whatever it is. Interns would be reporting to non-manager or maybe manager. They are also non-managers. Job level, regular, temporary, regular. Employee class will have intern or trainee, so I'll choose one of it. Trainee, full-time, yes. Pay grade is P1. Now this is your job code. Okay, and the next one is the position. The last object that we are going to create is the position. And position, the difference between the position and job code is we'll be assigning all of the objects that we have created so far under position. And for each employee, we'll have to assign one position. That means the position ID is unique. The job code is not unique. Now you can use same job code for hundreds of employees, but you can only use one position for one employee if you are creating a regular position. In some cases or some organizations, you may also create the shared position where the position is shared between multiple people. Okay, but usually 99% of the times it is the regular position, which is one position to one employee. Okay, so position code is also auto-generated. It is auto-generated by system because we'll be creating thousands of positions. Even in the real time, you'll be having the position code as auto-generated. Okay, because we cannot remember the position code that we have used last time, so it is always the auto generated. So we'll see how to generate these position codes or department codes or job codes automatically, how to maintain them. I'll show you in business rule class. Start date 01/01/2022. Job code. When you select a job code, we have created now job codes. So go find your job code. When you select a job code, system automatically or system propagates the data from job code to position. Fields like job title, position title, and you have employee class, pay grade, job level, regular, temporary. All of these fields got updated from job code because the similar data is available on the job code as well. So this is called propagating the data or propagation. HRIS propagation. So earlier we used to have a HRIS propagation XML, but now that is migrated to instance, and that is now all of these HRIS propagations are converted into business rules, and we have business rules now in the system. So that whenever you select a job code, system propagates all the data from job code to position. Okay. Now job title, system propagated. Position title, system propagated. Now new position code title, system has updated this one, but if you want to have a different position title, you can also add. Position description is optional. I will leave it blank. Position types is whether it is a RP or SP. RP is a regular position. SP is a shared position. So you choose what you are going to create, regular position or the shared position. FTE is full-time employee. If you're hiring one employee who would be working for the complete hours, like if the company says 40 hours per week, if the employee works for 40 hours, then FTE should be 1. If you are creating a position which is a part-time, which is to be assigned to a part-time employee, there you need to assign the FTE as either 0.5 or 0.25 or 0.3 or 0.4, depending on the number of hours the employee is going to work. Usually the FTE should be 1 for the regular employees. 1 means 100%. If employee works for 20 hours out of 40, then it is 0.5. 10 out of 40 hours, then 0.25. So you have to prorate and add the FTE value. This is not a mass position. I'm just creating one position here. So mass position. Now mass position, when you're uploading the positions, you can say mass position as yes. Critical position is used for the recruiting module, where if you are creating a position which is if the requisition is to be taken care, extra care is to be taken for the requisition, you can go add the critical position as yes.
Is it stopped here?
Venu, are you there?
I'm sorry. Yeah, next field is position incumbent. If you have already hired some employees and if you want to assign a position to that person, then you choose the incumbent here. Okay, incumbent is generally a person, where if you want to add a person to the position, you can search for the employee and add the position. Parent position. Now the position what we are going to create reports to. So every position that we create should report to some other position. So that's how the position hierarchy is built. Okay, so every time you create a position, you need to add the parent position for that. And when you assign this position to employee, system will automatically go bring the parent position person and adds it as a supervisor or manager. So I will go choose one of the existing position as the parent position. say this position. I want my position to report to this position. To be hired field is very, very important. It should always be set to yes if you want to hire employees on this position. If you want to hire an employee, then it should be set to yes. If you don't want, if you are creating some positions for as a backup and you don't want to use it now, then you can set it to no. Or once a position is assigned to any employee, system will automatically maintain the to be hired status to no, so that this position won't show up for the employees that we are hiring. Let's say today I'm hiring some employees. So if I go to job information, I will not see the position if it is set to no. I will see all the positions which are set to yes. So once the employee is assigned to a position, once a position is assigned to employee, system will not show that position again. By default, it will make the status to no. Okay. So employee class is automatically filled, propagated from job code. Status is active. Comment. Recruiter also, again, this is for the recruiting. And there are some fields related to the organization, like your company, business unit, division, department. Now, manager name is not a standard field. Somebody must have added here. We don't use manager name in the position. Okay. So company we have created, which is 6600. Business unit, we have created some business unit. Let's go search for the business unit. Division, all the divisions which are associated with business unit will show up here. SAP projects, all the departments that are associated with the division. Here, is it not showing up? Let me go see the departments. Some issue with the configuration on the department. Let me go and check. See here, this is a custom manager name, custom recruiter. These are custom fields. Okay. Now I go select division. Let me do one thing. Let me refresh this page. Position. Job code is Wipro CEO. Position type is regular position, which is RP. FT is 1. Mass position is no. Critical position will not select. This is only for, again, recruiting. Parent position, I will select some position. To be hired, I want to use this position, so I'll say to be hired yes. Company is 6600. One of the business unit. Okay. Now we have department which are associated with the division. So these are the departments that are associated with the division. Location, you go search for the location. We have these locations created. So just choose the location. Manager name is a custom field, so I'm not adding that. I have created cost center. So this is that cost center. And matrix positions. Now these are the relationships. Matrix positions meaning the relationship between the positions. Now other than manager, if you want to have a HR manager or a matrix manager assigned to a particular position, you can build that relationships here. So system gives you some standard relationships like HR manager, compensation manager, matrix manager, or second manager. So if you want, you can add those details here. Otherwise, you can say save. Now, manager is related to the employee. Somebody has added a workflow. Just let me remove that workflow. Let me see who's that. What is that business rule that is added? There's a workflow which is created actually. Okay, same rule. You know. Some workflow is configured. I'm just figuring out. Okay. Now the position code is created here. One position is created. Okay. So this is my position code. And this is the job code that I am using for my position. Let me create couple of more positions so that I can hire some employees. Any doubts here on position creation?
Sir, what was the rule written before saving?
What was the?
So you did some changes, correct? Right now.
Where for the it was triggering a workflow.
Workflow, correct?
Now I have removed the participants in the workflow so that it won't trigger any workflow. Okay. Position type RP. FT is 1. Parent position. I will use the position what we have created now as a parent position. To be hired, yes. Scroll down. Company is 6600. Business unit. Showing all. Let me go. Choose this one. Division SAP. Yeah. Any other doubts? Location is Bangalore. And say cost center. Save. No doubts on position. Very important object.
Uh, Venu, this position code which is starting with 3001129, that 8-digit code or 10-digit code,
Hmm.
is it like unique for every position, right?
It is unique. Yes.
And when it is like it is connected with SAP or Oracle or any other third-party software or SAP software,
Hmm.
in them also they got number ranges for positions.
Yes.
So from front end, when you are hiring, when you are creating a position,
Hmm.
how it is going to get adjusted with the already existing position in SAP or any other software? Like how it is going to cope up? Will it have same thing,
Let's say,
same
yeah,
numbers will
your
maintain?
legacy, yeah, you have your legacy system as SAP, and you want to move all of your positions from SAP to SuccessFactors. Okay. Now
Hmm.
you'll not be manually creating them. So
Hmm.
even if you create manually, just remove the sequence. Now, if you
Hmm.
want to give your own ID, you can either remove sequence or you can upload. While uploading the data, whatever ID that you give, system takes that ID.
Okay.
So you can
So
give whatever ID that you want to have.
so that there will be sync in that case, but
Yes.
uh, so if there is no legacy system, we will have number ranges here also. Like we need to have any
Yes.
number range for each.
Sequence is nothing but the number range. Whatever number range that you want to give, you can give.
So we can manually input like a 3 series, 4 series into direct
Yes.
into that column only.
Yes, any series you can maintain. Now, if you want to have different series for different departments, different locations, also that is also possible. You can have that.
So we don't need to maintain any other table or kind of thing. Directly we have to input into that field,
Which field?
into position code. You have created a position code here.
Yeah, position code. If you are uploading the data, whatever data that you give in your upload file, okay, system considers that.
Okay, but while creating, you need
But while
to.
creating manually, then system generates the code automatically. So here, instead of Wipro non-manager, I'll say Wipro HR executive. You can change the position title. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah,
Wipro
but
HR.
still,
Sir,
Hindi.
how we maintain the number range? How we can
Uh,
maintain the number range in your success factor?
Success. I'll tell you that we'll discuss in business rules session. We'll see how to manage number ranges. What was that question? Why are you still not clear?
No, you told about business role, then I got that point. There is a place.
Yes.
Okay,
We
and
need
one
to
more thing.
write a logic. Yeah, we need to write a
Yes,
logic. Now for
yes.
position, what is the sequence that you want to generate?
Okay, and will it, though we are having that logic when we are uploading, if we are having a legacy system and uploading some number series, then also system will accept it,
No,
will not reject
system.
it.
No. While uploading the data, you can give any sequence, any number you can give.
Okay, and this thing which you have removed, this workflow, right?
Hmm.
If there is a workflow, how it is getting validated? Is it objecting to get saved or what it is?
No, there is somebody must have created a workflow and added it to the position creation. Okay, so that's why it was triggering a workflow. So it is not mandatory that every organization go with the workflow.
Approval, is it
Okay.
approval procedure, right?
Yes, it is approval procedure. So
Okay,
now,
right.
for now, what I have done, instead of deleting that rule, I went and deleted the approvals in the workflow configuration.
Yeah. Okay, okay,
Later,
got
I'll
it.
find out what is that business rule, and then I'll see. So we need to
Okay.
find out where exactly that is assigned. Okay. Now I've created a couple of positions. So let's go to org chart and see the positions what we have now created so far. Now you can also create positions from position org chart as well. Okay. If you go to org chart or company information, under position org chart, you just search for the position that we have created now. Okay, 3001128. This is the position what we have created. Now this position. Okay. Now this is the position what we have created. It is not showing up your position code, right? Let me also add that position code so that it would be easy for us to understand. Position of chat code. Okay. Refresh it. Okay. Now we have your position code here. This is what we have created. This position is reporting to this position. So we have a person here. Now, if I hire any employee on this position, that employee's manager will be Laurent, because this position's parent position is this, and this parent position is assigned to Laurent. And these are the positions that I've created. Under this position, I've created one president position. President has one HR manager reporting to him, and then one HR executive reporting to HR manager. Okay, so now if I go here, select this. Now CEO, president is reporting to CEO, HR manager is reporting to president, and HR executive is reporting to HR manager. You can also create positions from the position org chart. Now what can we do is, you go select the position and click on these three dots. You can create lower level position. That means under that position, if you want to create some position, you can create. You can create peer position at the same level, and you can copy the position. You can also copy. That means all the attributes of that position will be copied. Now, if I say copy position, how many positions you want to copy? Let's say I want to have 3 positions, and I don't want set to be hide as yes. So just say okay. Now 3 positions got copied: 1132, 1133, and 1134. So okay. Now you go see here. These 4 positions are reporting to HR manager now. Now at the same level, if you want to create one more position, now HR manager at this level, I want to create a peer position at the same level. Now when you create a peer, when you click on peer position, it will ask you to enter these details. Okay. Now what position you want to create? Job code. You can also choose the job code, Wipro manager. And I'll say finance manager. Okay, and here department, I'll choose, sorry, this is location, this is department, choose finance. Choose a different business unit, different division, and different department. Save. Now I'm creating PA position. Both of these positions are at the same level, finance manager and HR manager. You see, finance manager and HR manager. Now you can also create lower level positions. Selecting this position, go add lower level position. Then also system will ask me what are the details that you want to maintain, which position you want to hire, what is the job code. Let's say Wipro manager, but now I want to have sales manager. Wipro manager, but here position title I'll change it to sales manager, and department I'll just change it to sales. Okay, now we have three managers here, HR manager, finance manager, and sales manager at the same level. So I've created a couple of positions from position org chart and some positions from managed data. Okay, here. Clear? So try and create some positions for tomorrow. We'll see hiring in tomorrow's session.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.